Hi guys, Muddy Gamer here, hope you're well, and today we're going to have a look at the Thrustmaster TX Race Wheel, Ferrari 458 edition, and the Logitech G920. We're going to have a look at how similar they are and what the main differences are of these two race wheels for Xbox One and PC. So straight off the bat, they look pretty similar, apart from the styling of the Ferrari 458 here. What differences are there? Well, the build quality is a little bit better on the Logitech of the rim itself that you'll be buying. It's got nicer materials, it's metal, the button layout is better, but it's because they haven't been constrained by trying to make this look like a Ferrari racing wheel. They've both got the same flatness at the bottom, which I find is quite easy to get along with. It lets you know where you are on the wheel without you having a look at the wheel. As I said, the button layout is much better on here, much better. But with the TX Race Wheel, you do have the ability of doing this, getting rid of it using the quick release system, paying a bit of money and upgrading. So let's do that quickly. And then when you look at it, you can see that they're both, apart from again the button layout, almost identical because they're using the same sort of materials. This is a rubberized foam, I believe, but the ergonomics are better. You've got your D-pad where you'd expect it. Button layouts, once you've configured the buttons, are good, but it's a bit annoying that they're labelled flash and scroll and radio, etc. If they just put on the AB, Y and X, it would have made things a whole lot easier, but who am I to say? So basically both of these look pretty similar, right? Well, this one's a belt drive, almost pressed the wrong one then, and this one is a gear drive. So what does that mean? Well, this one has a roller that, well, it's a belt with teeth on it actually, and that goes around a cog with teeth, which goes through two rollers and to a smaller cog which is attached to the motor. What that does is it means it's a much smoother feeling wheel, much smoother. There is a certain notchiness, a graininess to the Logitech, but the price difference between these is around £100 just for the basic setup. So it depends on your budget really. I can quite happily drive with this. It's a better feeling wheel than if I was to drive with a standard 458 wheel, because the 458 wheel just doesn't feel the same quality. It's very plasticky. If I bring this up to the camera a little bit closer, you can see just how plasticky and cheap that wheel actually is. I mean, it flexes. It's got very nice positive clicks, but it's nowhere near the same build quality as this, which is metal. I mean, the buttons on this feel solid compared to these, but these are raised and very much feel like Xbox buttons, to be fair, whereas these don't. And trying to find your way through menus and stuff with things that aren't labelled up as buttons can be a real pain in the butt. So let's move that there. Going on to the other things, with this base you have the ability to use modes. There are various modes to do with rotation angle, etc. But the most important one I found was automatic clutch. Now you'll see here that there's only two pedals, no clutch. But this can do the clutch for you. So it does sort of get around that problem. What it doesn't get round is on this pedal set there is nothing to let you know where you are in the braking range at all. That is so soft there. It is non-progressive, doesn't give you any information, and you will find yourself getting really frustrated and upgrading to something like this at a later date where you've got a brake mod. You can see that little yellow brake mod in there, and that costs you money. The same as upgrading to that costs you money. I'm not going to go into how much they cost. You can look them up yourself. That is the T3PA Pros, that is the GT rim, and there's also a shifter that you can add called the T8A Shifter. Don't know where they get these names from, but they got them. So yeah, The pedals really let this setup down. The pedals on the Logitech are brilliant. The pedals on the Logitech are almost as good as the T3PA Pros. I would say they are closer to the T3PAs. And let's put that into perspective. T3PA pedals, which are the upgrade to these, are around £70–80, depending on where you get them from. So £70–80 is roughly half the price of this whole setup. So you're effectively getting a race wheel and servo base for £100 there, because the pedals are brilliant. They really, really are good. I can't tell you how good these pedals are in comparison to these. It's an overused word, but they are night and day. This is terrible. These are brilliant. They're almost on par with the top stuff that you're getting from Thrustmaster. What isn't on par is the servo base, and the servo base itself retails on its own for £250. That will get you, that £250 just for this servo base will get you this. And the shifter, 250 quid, you've got the whole setup. You will never need to spend any more money on a Logitech, but that gets you the servo base. But it is more powerful. 3.9 Newton meters of torque, 2.2 Newton meters of torque. And if you don't get the settings right on here, that does make it very difficult to feel the finite changes in grip, etc. There's two different systems really with these on how to fit them to your racing setup, whether you're on a desk or whether you're on a sim rig. So these have these little clamps here. You can take these nodules off, nodules, lumps, blocks, whatever you want to call them, and you've got two tightening screws there. Now they undo and tighten, you get them round. You've also got two fixings there, and you've got two fixings there to go to your base. On Thrustmaster, it is a better system. It is a better system. You've got this, which tighten down, and you've got these, which are self-leveling feet. Much better system. Inside the Thrustmaster is its own power supply. You get a proprietary cable with it's got 4 connection pins. You can't really get hold of these very easily if you lose one. And that is that. You've got the USB with the breakaway, very important. You've also got a breakaway cable on this one. You can plug all your extras like your brakes and your shifter in here, whereas if you want to plug anything in, you have to remove this from your desk or from your racing simulator cockpit to put stuff in. It's got a power brick, which is not the end of the world, but it's just, I don't like having power bricks everywhere, so I prefer it to be inside. And having to run these cables there and make sure you don't pinch them is a bit of a pain in the butt as well. But for the price point, even though I have been a Thrustmaster user for many, many, many years, for the price point, now that I've experienced the Logitech, I would genuinely go with the Logitech G920. The Thrustmaster is really good, and you can build a whole ecosystem around it. If you're more serious about getting into sim racing on PC and Xbox, this would be the one to go for, because you can invest in a sim ecosystem. Whereas this, you can modify it, you can put other rims on it, but it's never going to be like you can go and buy a new rim. This is what you get. This is what you get. And the shifter is what you get. But that's brilliant in a way, because for £250, let's say, which is probably on the extreme end of what it cost you to get that set up, you're getting a full simulation rig, and that's brilliant. Whereas for £250, you get a servo base. You don't even get that and that. You just get the servo base. So that's my thoughts on it, guys. I've been Muddy Gamer. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll put some technical data on the end of this video so you can see exactly how they match up against each other. Yeah, I shall see you on the tarmac, guys. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.